to do it, but I don't even know if I'm the best one.
Captain, my captain.
I've been on several. We've got plans up at the...
And these two here were all about like the
I
life
vowed I'd never be
safety
on another one.
fiasco.
To me, what they should be
All right,
doing
let's
is when
open this
they're the
meeting
practice-
of
And well, I'm kind of thinking,
March 26, 2015. Let the record show that
shall we
Selectman
turn it on, or did you just do that?
I did.
No, okay.
Scanlon.
Scanlon is not present but will be forthcoming. At this time, I would like to make a motion to go into non-public as per RSA 91A:3. Personnel,
Second?
roll call vote, please.
Yes?
Yes.
Yes.
I vote yes. The time being 4:17, I would like to make a motion to seal the minutes of the non-public session as it pertains to discussions of personnel permanently. The other issues we discussed, parking on Center Street and Academy Street, to be made public.
Second?
All those in favor?
Yes.
Yes.
Aye.
I have one question with regard to that. There was a decision made with regard to personnel.
It's personnel. It's payroll personnel.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure that that part of it was still
Yeah.
non-public.
There are a few things that, well, we have a couple of minutes before the minutes. We got to go over the minutes, but Tim needs some motions, and I know that we're going to get into a very busy time after Catherine's bill celebration of retirement in a few minutes. Electric supply, everybody have his...
Yes.
He needs Tim, over the past, has looked at other options for energy, electricity, Peter, and so he's been looking back and forth to switch to lower rates, and he's done very well with it. So he's done his research, and now he'd like to go with the Constellation New Energy for the electricity for the next 7 months.
Who are we supposed to be switching to?
It says in the motion on the bottom here.
We switched, oh, I didn't get to the, I see. The only question I have with regard to this is Constellation New Energy is a company that buys blocks of electricity from companies, in this case PS&H, which has all the transmission lines. And because they buy so much electricity, they can then sell it to us cheaper. Okay, I get that, but they're not a New Hampshire company. They don't employ New Hampshire people, and chances are they may or may not even have a actual
Back?
office in the state. If you call somebody from this company, I'll bet you they're in Arkansas or something. Everything, not Eversource, but the one that we used to,
PS&H?
no, we had one before that. The first time he switched, and I don't think it was Constellation, we switched to
Oh,
somebody else.
North American Power?
Those people, when you got a problem, because I knew somebody who switched to them, and you got to talk to somebody, they outsourced it to somebody in Mississippi or whatever, who didn't have a clue about anything around here. So that's just, that concerns me. But that said, that's quite a savings. That's a third, almost 40% savings for the town. Got to go with that.
All right, I'll... I think he's coming right back up.
He had to go and sign something, so.
Okay.
Oh, yes, he'll be back.
And John will be here any second. Why don't we wait on this for a
I
second? till we
I
get-
think it's a
4:30 will-
no-brainer. I don't think anybody's going to
Well,
vote
I
no.
think it is too, but
I'll make a motion we entered into an agreement with Constellation New Energy for electricity supply at a rate of 6.22 cents per kilowatt hour for the next 7 months, commencing April 2015, and to designate Chair Constantino to execute the necessary agreements.
Second. I'm still uncomfortable voting with out the other two selectmen, but I think it's a no-brainer as well.
I do
Yeah,
too.
and we don't have, it's,
At 4:30, we have folks coming to
I understand.
say goodbye.
I understand. No, I understand.
All those in favor?
Yes.
aye.
Aye. There is one other decision to be made, and that is, well, there's two. We put in a budget for the police telephone system, and it's in the budget. The budget was approved. We'd like to give Tim permission to go out on RFPs.
So he's going to write the RFP and bring it to us before he sends it out.
Right.
I don't think there's any problem with him writing RFPs,
Okay.
because we get to
I would
approve
think-
it
Well, it says
before it's
proceed with
released.
the RFP process. I'd like to see the RFP before.
Well, it says, "I will write up
says.
the request for proposal as determined by general needs study and present the RFP document to the selectmen for review and approval prior to release."
Okay.
So we wouldn't send it out until we looked at it anyway.
Right. So,
But I would say
I'm good.
go
I'm good.
forward with writing the RFP. We've got the money.
Joyce, you let him know that that's okay?
How much money was on that line, Joyce? Do you happen to know?
Say what?
How much money was on that line? Do you have any idea right offhand?
4,500?
I think it was $4,500. Just curious. I mean, we've got the money. Tim budgets properly, so.
Okay. Peter, while you were away, we did the motion for the energy, the first one. The second one, Tim would like, the monies were budgeted for a new phone system for the PD. He would like to go out, write up a RFP, bring it to us for approval. We said, okay. Now we're at the TAN borrowing. It's FYI. He'll begin borrowing in April, so he's going to prepare a TAN withdrawals for our signature.
Okay.
Okay.
Sign your first $2 million.
Did anyone tell anyone downstairs it's public now?
I did, but they're still hanging down.
There's still, it's a lot of people?
They're gathering now.
Okay. In 5 minutes, we're going to recess. Well, I hate to say that word, say farewell, to Catherine Wosner, but she's retiring, and we have a little cake for her, and a few people that she's worked with in the past are here. So we're going to take a break from 4:30 to 5. We'll come back from 5 to 6, and then we're heading over to a DES public hearing in Belmont concerning Bestway Casella proposal that affects our aquifer. Can we get through the corrected minutes of the,
Make a motion to bring the minutes of March 12th, 2015 to the floor for discussion.
okay, we did, I'll second that, but these are we already voted to amend, we voted to approve as corrected, and then she's made the correction.
This says draft 4 correction. Doesn't say corrected draft.
These are a new set of minutes.
Yeah. This
It's
is
a new
draft
set of
4
minutes,
correction.
and this is action we took on the minutes of February 19th and February 22nd, right?
26, but yes.
I mean, 26th.
Yeah,
And
these are new
then
minutes.
these minutes are of
Oh, these are
March
new
12th.
minutes.
That's right.
Right.
Got it. All right.
Just a draft.
I apologize, okay. All those in favor?
Yes.
Aye.
Aye.
On page 7? Where it talks about, I read fast, no. I've been reading them. Where it talks about the railroad letter of support. It wasn't information from the Historical Society. It was information from New Hampshire, just put a representative from New Hampshire DOT. Joyce has the name of the person, and I do someplace. And then underneath it says the Board of Selectmen will support, and I think it should say the New Hampshire DOT project. And the rest of it is fine.
Okay.
So we spent 75 to get the 154.
I didn't see that. Hold on. What page you on?
Page.
Second page.
Just for historical. We paid 75 in lawyers for in order to keep the 154 in taxes.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, that's exactly what the explanation is. I wanted to know how much we spent and how much we netted.
Right.
And it's not just the instantaneous net, it's net in years going forward.
Right.
And assessments going forward.
Sure.
Do we have them?
The ones we have are in your sheet to sign.
I had duplicates, so I took them.
How did you get these?
Guard gave it to them. Kim had people come in. I don't know. This goes in your whatever. Thank you.
Choice.
George is in there.
Oh, he is?
Yeah, George is in there. Karen,
What were the results of the elevator door issue?
Al fixed it.
Just by going over there and doing that, it was fixed.
What did he charge?
Nothing. You might note that somewhere in today's minutes, because I don't see Al went over and fixed it.
Okay.
Some people might get the idea that this company was called, and they came, and we incurred a bill, or we...
Well, the company's going to be called on the other matter of the grinding.
Okay,
Grinding noise.
well, that's not what it says. So just so that we say that that was fixed.
Okay. Any more?
Make a motion that we accept the minutes of March 12th, 2015 as corrected.
Second.
Any discussion? All those in favor?
Aye.
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 So you'll make the corrections, all right? Okay. Time being 4:30. I certainly didn't write a long, drawn-out speech, but
Going to recess.
we are going to spend the next half hour celebrating what was 27 years as a career for Catherine Mosner. She's leaving us just in a few short days on March 31st. So we're going to spend with friends and prior people that have worked with her. I guess they're going to try to get the secrets out of her now before she leaves. But if one more time, I again, Catherine, congratulations on your retirement, and we all wish you well. So. So we're going to recess and have some cake, so we'll be back at 5. Okay, we're back in the public session of our meeting. Let the record show that John Scanlon is back with us. Okay, very abbreviated meeting. Joyce is coming up, and so we really need her here. Joyce, are you ready for us? Okay.
In the to-be-signed folder are some abatements.
Yes, it's all right here.
They're all denials. 3 of them are current appeals that are either at the Board of Tax and Land Appeal or at Superior Court. So those we would deny anyway until their cases are settled. And the letter is in there to DOT regarding the crosswalk at 3 and 11. Last Friday, when I hand-delivered the agreements to Glenn Smith in Northfield, I asked him, I needed a little bit more information on what the timeline for completion was, because as soon as the snow's gone and the ground dries up a little bit, we're going to be ready to get in there and start working on Ernie's. And so I asked him that when they, it will be 30 days for them to put it out to bid. That's what their contract requires. But so let's say mid-May. I said, well, can they, as long as they commit all their funds before June 30th, it won't be a problem. But there are any change orders after June 30th, this is the DOT project, they would have to make other arrangements for funding. But they felt confident that they could get everything done. So I asked him if they could, once they hire the contractor, would it be possible that they start working on the Ernie's end first, so that they could at least get the Ernie's end done, and then they can take their time working back down towards Mayor's. And he said he would do everything in his power, and that we would be invited to all the, when they have the on-site with the contractors, meeting the pre-bid meeting, and then when they actually meet with the contractor to proceed with the work, that we're all encouraged to attend. Also, I had told him about the Cannon Bridge contract, that I relayed the conversation that the board had had. He said his board could understand why he did that, and that he would give me the contract back so that the board could initial it, because it was changed in the contract, and then the provisions page, it was changed. So his board is fine.
Did we ever discuss that as a board?
Yes, at the last meeting.
Yeah. Did we? It was in the general provisions, right?
One was in the general provisions.
Well, the main one was in the general.
Yep.
Yeah, 7. That makes sense.
Glenn said that he thought that it came from the insurance company, the bondholder. Might have pointed that out to him, and that's probably why they took it out, because the way that was written is, it would be difficult, because we're not using an engineer, and we're using 1977 plans. We're just doing a rehabilitation, we're not doing a redesign, or I think the only thing different is the guardrails. And there may be some other updates in the DOT specifications, but they could understand why that had been taken out. Also in the personnel folder, there are some updates on some workers' comp cases. On Saturday, April 11th, the town hall will be having its spring cleaning done, and they will be making arrangements with the police department to do their spring cleaning. We're holding off on the windows now. I did get instructions from the contractor that put the window tinting on. It's very specific about how you go about cleaning the inside of the windows. So I believe that, hold on, that information has been conveyed to our cleaning contractor? Okay.
He did say wait a month, at least a month for it to dry as well,
Doing
right?
now.
So they're going to hold off on doing the windows now. And
Is spring cleaning during the day?
Saturday,
Oh, it's Saturday. I missed the Saturday, thank you.
11th. And outstanding of the 2014 abatements, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 that Lauren is still working on, that takes a little more in-depth review. And having had a reval, this is pretty good that we've had so few abatements after the December tax bill. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21 total out of, 2,300 parcels. And I've also, I'm still trying to coordinate time for Al and Brian Ray to get together to review our heating setup. And I haven't contacted Garaventa yet. That's on my list still. And so I'll just, unless you had anything, it's been another one of those short weeks. Oh, and you read the payroll notes, the notes in payroll.
Yeah, the exceptions.
Exceptions.
Peter, in the payroll, under exceptions, if there's some corrections or anything that has to be, that was changed, it'll always be in the exceptions. So if you want to just review that, there's been some changes, corrections on payroll, that's where it will always be.
Very good, thank you.
I don't think there's anything outstanding in the FYI.
You had a question on the Cannon Bridge?
Oh, no, she answered it.
Oh, she did, okay.
Thank you.
Public hearing, 5:30. We have to open it.
Yep.
Do you have the language for that?
No, I can just recite it if you want.
Okay.
Next week you actually vote, and then I can record them.
This is what, our second one?
Yes,
It's the second
second and final.
We need to remember to put in our agenda probably next week to start talking about the body cameras, whether or not we're going to approve them.
Can you put that down on the agenda next week?
That'll take a while.
Can we skip a week on that? I won't be here next week.
You won't? That's when, oh, that's the attorney coming in.
I could probably do a conference call.
Okay.
I'll be sitting on a balcony on Bourbon Street, though.
Oh, we'll fill you in. It's informative, that's.
Yeah,
So we can fill you in.
I
if
might
you
be
want.
able to do a conference.
What time are you leaving tonight to go over to Belmont?
We should leave here no later than 6:15, because it's going to be standing room only, I would suspect.
And then you got to find a place to park. And it's raining.
Do you know what the address is where we're going?
Corner meeting
I'll look
house.
it
Corner
Not
Meeting
this, I
House.
don't think.
I know how to get there, but I
Meeting
Can't tell you how to
house
get
isn't
there.
that big.
I know that sounds stupid.
Yeah, give
It's
it
up
to me.
behind their town hall.
There'd be hundreds of people there.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever
Go
been to
down
the
Main
town
Street, take a
hall.
left, and it's up on the corner. It's a white building.
I think I've been in
In
there.
there.
The park
Right
is-
there for the Silver Lake here.
Is it up in back of Belmont Hardware?
Belmont Hardware. Well, to the
right?
right, I mean, you can get, I
To
think
the
you can
right,
get
and
there.
then the left, and then go up the
Yeah.
hill?
Go a little further before you take your left.
I'll go check.
All right.
I think it's more behind Town Hall, isn't it?
We should see the cars.
Yeah, 'cause I remember last time we went, we had to park down the street and walk. It is very small.
Okay.
Because the public hearing, you can open it and then ask if there's any public comment, and if not, then close the public hearing.
Okay. All right.
Okay?
Sounds good. Catherine, you mentioned the body cameras, Peter, you might not have the body camera policy that the chief has sent us.
I don't believe so.
All right, let me see if I can. Let me see, is it PFOG?
Yes.
No,
Well, no,
SEL.
that's- I got too many emails. We do have one that's PFOG.
There's a policy for the PD body worn cameras. It's in a PDF.
Okay, thanks.
Has Tim gotten a copy of the contract that they're going to want us to agree to?
You know, I do have some questions about that were brought to light. At this point, I wouldn't mind going into a non-public to talk about it. If wishes, because there's information that
Okay.
should be said in
What do
non-public.
you think?
Okay.
All right, I'll make a motion to go into non-public as per RSA 91A:3. It would be under personnel and policy making.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Yes.
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 Yes. Okay, we're back. The time being 5:47, I'd like to make a motion to seal the minutes of the non-public session as they pertain to personnel permanently.
Second.
Roll call vote.
Yes.
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 Speed trailer at Bitter and Lane.
Oh,
Yeah, I directed the cap to get it charged and get it over there. We were kind of waiting for all the snow
we can't,
while you need it.
right,
As soon as we can get it over there.
yesterday,
Quicker the better, buddy.
All right.
because we have, we're moving forward on a decision. We need to make some decisions, and we need to have it both directions, correct?
Are we looking for the traffic count on Route 311 headed west and then headed east? Or are we looking for traffic on Bitter and Lane?
No.
311,
Route 311 and
Yes.
east and
Headed
west?
west.
Yes.
Okay.
east and west.
I just wanted to make sure that was clear.
So 1 week and 1 week and 1 week?
Isn't this the last farmer's market coming up too?
So,
Yes.
yeah, can we get it there by Saturday,
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
please? All right. Tomorrow would be perfect, because that would be,
We'll need, what,
Let me
daytime?
point out that the figures that we get will be skewed
Why?
because it's mud season. And those will give us mud season numbers, and I guess you could count
It
in
will be
the,
interesting enough to compare with what's in the traffic count.
it gives us something, but I think the traffic count is skewed.
But there also must be a traffic count for the Walmart expansion, much more recent than 2010.
Yeah. It depends on when they actually do the study. I believe that. Depends on when they do the count.
can we just hold that discussion for 1 second so we can open up the public hearing, and then we can continue that
Let's
discussion?
So I
do
think
it.
we're pretty well set with that.
Yeah.
Okay, this is the second public hearing that we're having on the Conservation Commission and the town granting easements to the WRTA, two easements. One is a temporary construction easement so that vehicles can cross over the property to construct Phase 2 of the Winnipesaukee River Trail. And the other easement is to allow the Winnipesaukee River to use and maintain a portion of the trail on the Ernie's property, which starts at the railroad right-of-way and runs straight past the beside the parking lot to Route 3 and 11. And also to construct and maintain an informational kiosk. Because only the selectmen can convey any type of easements or sell or convey any town property, the statutes require that there be two public hearings held 2 weeks apart. We had the first public hearing on March 12th, I believe. This is the second public hearing, and then the selectmen have to wait 7 days after they close this hearing to actually vote to convey. The easements are available for the public to review. Both the Planning Board and the Conservation Commission has reviewed the easements and are recommending to the board that they're okay with the board signing them. And so,
Do you need a motion?
no, it's just, is there any public comment?
No, it's just a public hearing.
Motion, Jane.
Anybody?
Jane.
Actually, there is one person downstairs who still thinks we're in non-public.
Well, I sent her a text saying
Oh,
it was
did you?
okay, but I don't know if she got it or not, because
She on the
sometimes the cell phone service
At
is,
least let me check.
okay. Anyway, back to that conversation, though, because there's no public comment right at this time. And when there is public comment, we can bring it up. Do you remember what you were talking about?
Got you.
Yes,
Okay, want to continue?
sort of. We're talking about this, should we leave the speed trailer?
Yeah, for east and west, 1 week and 1 week, and then we said that they're skewed figures, but I think that it references it back to 2010, and having Walmart go in after that, and then we had some businesses on 140 come in after that, which adds to the direction either way. I think in our best interest, we should have it.
Well, what new businesses have gone in that area on Route 3? Is it just the Walmart expansion? No, Delta Dental. I wonder if they
Delta
had to-
Dental,
I wonder if they had to
Aspen,
do Aspen. I don't know why I call them Delta.
When did
That's the insurance company.
When did
Aspen
Shaw's
Dental.
close? Because now people
So there
might
should be a
going
traffic count
through
for
them.
Aspen, there should be one for Walmart. Right? What else went in?
I know they had a traffic engineer like nobody's business.
Did anything else go in south? I mean, east? I think everything else is pretty old.
Well, the
Walmart-
140, but not on Route 3. Did Walgreens go in before that?
Oh, yeah.
But the Walmart was approved, but it took them a number of years to actually construct it.
Yeah, it did.
But I'll bet it's within 10 years.
Goes with that.
So we could ask Dowery
Yep.
to pull the traffic counts for Aspen and Walmart
Yep.
expansion, not the original Walmart. But I can't think of anything else that's coming new.
When did Auto Serve add on?
Well, they added on the Nissan, but that wouldn't have really changed a whole lot in traffic up there, because it would have been at the intersection.
I don't know if they would have had, they might have had a traffic count, but,
Well, I would have thought they'd have more than versus Aspen Dental.
well, because it's a completely new business, they might have.
Right.
Okay.
He could check to see if the Nissan, the AutoServe expansion generated a traffic count, maybe not.
Well, they brought in, how many new dealers? They brought in, what, Nissan, Volkswagen? So I don't,
They probably had trip generations for their
Yes.
determining whether or not they were going to put
There
in
might
the
be
business, but-
you're right, there might be a traffic study on that. Can we check with Dowery to see, so Walmart,
Aspen.
Aspen,
And AutoServe.
AutoServe,
Did anybody do one because of Shaw's closing, thinking that they were going to open up another business and see what the traffic was?
We haven't received any
We wouldn't,
applications,
yeah,
so
without
if
a
they
site
did,
plan.
we wouldn't know it yet.
Winnisquam Auto East?
That's
Probably
gonna-
not.
That's not going to
The
generate a
Taco
traffic
Bell?
study, I don't think.
The Taco Bell may have, yes, the Taco Bell.
They do have a traffic study.
The Taco
Because the
Bell.
woman that we talked to the
That's
other
right.
night was a traffic engineer.
Well-
49 trips peak per hour, one every minute and 30 seconds or something, 20 seconds. Peak is what they expect to generate in customer business.
It's on the other side of that four-way
at a light,
intersection,
right.
but
More
at a light
traffic,
that's the other
more
side of
traffic
it.
goes east than traffic goes west.
Well, they get off at the highway.
well, that's changed because of the Lowe's and Kohl's development. We have
Only
more
Lowe's.
traffic coming east to that point, I mean, west to that point than
That
we
is
have
correct.
in the past.
That is correct.
The new stadium field, the big light show up there on the hill, that generates traffic, and I don't know,
But they go up School Street, don't they?
yeah, but they have to
That's
get
left.
here. And I'm guessing a lot of them are gonna come from the highway and go right by that location. I don't know if that would have even generated, but
Because you have
it
to take
adds.
School Street to get there, don't you?
Well,
Or
the problem with that is
School Street or...
they could
or-
come off the highway in Northfield,
They could.
Yeah, and come
so
from
we don't
town,
really
yeah.
know.
They
It's
could.
like the one for,
I'm guessing that there are increases because of it, but there's no traffic.
the one east of, the intersection at 132 and 140 and 93. It's far enough away.
With the Subaru dealer, when did he open?
You might not know, but I think out of the three, we'd have enough anyway.
No. We have some anyway.
When are you meeting again on that topic?
Dan
Thursday.
Green's coming in next week, is he not?
Next Thursday. I
That'll be
think.
the next discussion. And I think his will kind of determine what our next move is.
Right.
Really to do, the applicant due diligence is to kind of make a decision on whether we're going to accept that intersection change, or do we want to see something different? He's going to come back to see if we have enough room for a left and right turn lane in the egress side lane. What else?
Sidewalk?
That's a good idea. Whose idea was that?
Well,
I know I threw it out there.
I didn't create this in a vacuum, but that's the first thing that occurred to me. If I'm looking to go to Tilton and I'm stuck behind 5 people trying to make a left-hand turn, I'm never going to get out, even though I could pull up and probably get out much easier. How about 2 turn lanes,
That,
2 lanes?
the one that comes out of Walmart now, so it would be like that one.
Yeah.
Okay, because that's a great
Well, that has
intersection.
3. That has 3 on that side. There's a left turn, straight ahead left turn, and a
Yeah,
right turn.
right,
So there'd just be a left turn and a right turn.
right. Right.
Nobody wants to go to the cemetery yet.
Well, not
And
today.
that's quite a monkey wrench in that configuration when you drive by there, because that's what, as you're heading east, shifts everything over.
Is there any more room there? You know, when you come through the intersection and then you have to quick move over. Is there any more room to widen that? There's
Not
no-
unless you take the parking of Agway away.
Well, we have a,
Are you talking
Easement.
between Sherwood and
there's
Bittern?
room. There's room.
No, the reason the state didn't make it any wider is because of the pond. Because it drops off, the pond isn't right there by the guardrails or the edge, it sets back. But there is a huge drop-off, so you'd essentially fill.
Okay, so there's no, all right.
I mean, your fill would probably start at the pond edge, so that you get it, or you'd have to build a retaining wall. And they weren't gonna dig up the dead bodies.
No, they're not.
So should we close the public hearing? So the public hearing on the conveyance of the easements is closing at 5:58. So did everybody get a chance to look at the food forms? There are also some appointments in there.
Not that way, I think.
I think I've got one left. Here's, these are,
Yeah, keep shuttling.
We have payroll that we need to sign. Everybody sign payroll?
I did on Monday.
This end
Before the
has.
fact.
Changed.
Yeah, they changed it after I signed it. Kind of shit is,
Go this way for payroll.
pardon my language.
She's back.
Oh,
There she is.
About time.
I started to look at them. I promise I did.
And the letter? And only John has signed this one. And he doesn't sign the other things.
Is this the last payment to Gardner, Fulton, and Moore?
I hope so. Every
Is that my pal Adele?
month.
Well, I think it's time,
There's another one. She's got to be done. They're done.
yeah, I think we need to have a conversation with our attorney to say, okay, you know,
call that
enough
woman
is
anymore.
enough. It's killing us.
Don't poke the bear.
Yep, I would say we need that conversation.
How much is that one?
$643.
She didn't want to be...
What could they possibly still be billing?
Yeah, we need to instruct him to stop.
I'll look and see when he filed his notice of appearance.
Why are we paying $9,700 to collision? Is that because the check that came from insurance we put in the general fund? Okay.
1,000 of it is from the town's deductible, and the balance is paid by insurance.
Yeah.
The expedition came to a little over 2,000. That one there is the total, the 2014 total.
Okay, the only thing I have is that this Saturday is the senior center fundraiser, the pancake breakfast, 8 to 10. There are tickets available.
I have one left.
Also, the Board of Selectmen, if you know of any senior that, we have tickets that folks bought that are not going to attend, but they said take a senior, so if you know of a senior that would like to go and attend, we could also find a ride for them.
I'm a senior.
No,
Oh, never mind.
Guess you're a junior.
I have a ticket too. So.
is there anything more to come before us in a public meeting that's absolutely urgent before we adjourn and go to the New Hampshire DES
I saw, yeah.
public hearing?
Yeah.
It's abs-
I've been telling some of the explorers we got a new job for them.
Perfect.
Oh, Saturday also,
I haven't had time to sign all those, I'll have to come in and look at them.
In the ticket book.
There you go.
I've got to study.
between 2 and 2:20, Joan O'Connor has asked us to be present. I guess they're going to give a little presentation to the Gaudettes for thanking them for the use of the Agway building for the farmers market, which is a huge win-win for the community.
I'm looking forward to being there and honoring the Gaudettes.
What time is it?
It's between 2
Yeah,
and
yeah.
2:20.
They do a lot of good things for the area.
That's good enough. Saturday, right?
Right
Is
after
that
the
after
pancake.
the farmer's market?
The farmer's
Yeah,
market,
right at the end.
this is the last day of the farmer's market. And then they open in May or June for the,
Yeah.
at the Tanger.
I usually don't go down there, it's just too much.
Oh, yeah. But they'll all be packing up and the vendors ready to head out.
Oh, I looked for that, I didn't see it.
Oh, and this, this has to be signed by the board.
What is it?
Where'd you
This is
sign
just a
that?
certification to protect information that the Health Trust requires, saying that they will do everything on their part to protect all of our member confidential health information, and we will do the same on ours. There's only one signature space.
I make a motion, Catherine signs it.
I signed it over here, so somebody else will have to sign it in the place. Ha 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 ha.
Promised them that I would get it signed, and they needed it a while ago.
Animal
It doesn't really
excrement in
make
the
any-
wetlands. Did the bear shit in the forest?
I'm Blue Cross Blue Shield Anthem. I got a letter the other day that
That's
they
not
were
a
hacked and
problem. It's the
things were all,
wetlands that's the problem.
everything was taken and they didn't get the social security number, but they did get street address and things like that.
For you personally, you and the group?
Yeah, see, I got a letter too,
Yeah,
mine, and my daughter, because she's on my policy.
yep.
Yeah, 'cause I haven't gotten it.
What is a CVS Caremark card?
That is the prescription for...
What?
Is that anything different than is that the card? Or is there a second card?
No, that's the card.
Okay.
So our health insurance, our prescription plan is through Anthem, it's through CVS Security.
So is there a second card?
Look at this. Look what she's charging us.
Don't have that.
She charged us for the letter she wrote to us withdrawing from the case. $56.
And then she
I
charged us,
quit, that'll be $56.
and then she
I
charged us
don't have
90 to
that.
review with John Radigan.
Let them know
And then-
where we were.
She charged us 90 to
what I
review
do?
confidentiality agreement and related issues
And say you need,
to John
Do that.
Radigan.
It's $180 to talk to our new lawyer because she quit.
Right.
32, Andrews.
Yeah. The bird people,
I won't sign that.
beside Catherine.
I just object.
I'm taking nourishment for the meeting. I make a motion, we
Sometimes it's
adjourn.
frightening.
Second. Non-debatable.
Here, they're right there. I did.
I love them. They must
Here, here.
Downstairs and said thank you.